Now, with 8 people killed and 8 others seriously injured in 2 separate gunmen attacks in Kaduna State, a story we brought you from earlier in this bulletin, we now have our new central correspondent, Emmanuel Bagudu, who's joining us for an update. Emmanuel, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for the 3 o'clock bulletin. Were these attacks coordinated, have you found out? And is there any indication of a shared motive or group behind both attacks, Emmanuel?
Yes. It happened Hunkuyi, sometimes somewhere in a Kauru local government area of Kaduna State. Kauru local government area is in between Chawaii, Plateau, and then of course Kaduna State in Kaduna State, in the southern part of Kaduna. And of course, it's another instance of a crash peace deal, a fair peace deal between the Kaduna State government and suspected Fulani militia. Of course, in that attack, of course, 8 people were killed, 8 others were injured, including among those killed, including a 1-year-old boy. You know, that's quite devastating. And of course, it raises a lot of questions about the initial peace treaty that was signed between the Kaduna State government and these, marauding, alleged Fulani militias. Of course, we can also call them, of course, Fulani-speaking terrorists because they are proscribed. Yeah.
Bagudu, what about the security history of these affected parts in Kaduna State? What had it been from before these 2 attacks?
Yes. It has. Those areas have always suffered, attacks from the Fulani militia. Of course, they have done that, and of course, for some time now, it has been quiet due to the initial peace deal that was signed sometimes last year in December. I think from January to this time, I think they suffered they enjoyed relative peace, but just wake up, on Sunday morning, found out that these community members were killed, and of course, this was just a few. They were killed, while trying to scamper with safety, and then of course, 8 others were injured. So, generally, that particular area has suffered a lot of attacks from the Fulani militias, and of course, it's something that is strange, and it's strange, of course, most strange to the Kaduna State government because they feel that they have already made this decision. Well, rejigging, and of course they have to go back to the drawing board and check what actually went wrong that led to this kind of unfortunate incident. Yeah.
Based on this history that you've just told, telling that these 2 communities have been prone to attacks from before and have had attacks, what is the security architecture of these areas like? What's the capacity of the local security architecture?
Yes, most of these communities are vulnerable communities. When you look at them, they don't make do with maybe a few members of the Kaduna State Vigilance Service, but probably the local vigilantes. Most of these attacks come from vulnerable groups. Of course, Unguwan Fulani is right at the center. Kauru local government is just at the extreme of Kaduna State, just in between the Plateau State and, of course, Kaduna State. So it's a very vulnerable community, vulnerable agrarian community that these militias normally take advantage of, which is quite unfortunate. And then you cannot see the presence of soldiers there. You can't see the presence of highly equipped police officers. You can only just see vigilantes and all that. So that's the reason why you see most of these militias normally take advantage of this hard to reach communities to strike. So you don't see them coming to where there are highly well armed and well equipped security officers. But of course, the question boils down to the increase in number of security personnel that we have in this country, so that they can be able to go into these villages and operate and then stop this kind of attack. Yeah.
Well, Emmanuel Bagudu, we hope that you continue to cover the instance and bring us back more information regarding these communities. Thank you very much.